The more time you waste, the easier it will become to waste more. Anything that you do consistently, you become better at. There are no exceptions. And so it doesn't matter if what you do is positive or negative. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. It doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. If you do it consistently, which means you do it on day-to-day basis, you do it regularly, you're going to become better at whatever it is you do. If now you think that you're wasting a lot of time and that wasting time has become part of your life, it's something that you seem to not be able to get rid of, it's only there because you've built that kind of habit over a period of time. Maybe you did it absolutely subconsciously, you were not aware that you're wasting so much time and only now you're becoming more and more aware of it, or sometimes you were aware of it but you thought that it wouldn't matter because it's just a little bit of wasted time. The problem here is that it doesn't matter if it's a little bit of wasted time or a lot of wasted time, it's going to build up. If you're doing it on regular basis, if you allow yourself consciously or subconsciously to be wasting any time, it's going to build over time and it's going to become more and more. I believe that the first thing you have to do in order for you to be able to make a conscious choice and a conscious change in your life is to be aware of that. You need to be aware that the reason you're wasting time is just because you've been doing it a lot. When you're aware of something, you will always, no matter what happens, you will always want deep down inside of you to make a change because you know better. You know the reasons behind your bad habits, your negative habits, and you will want to make a change for the better. Don't judge yourself. No matter how much time you're wasting or how much time you've wasted till now, don't judge yourself. I found judging myself often about different things, and up to this day, I still catch myself judging. I'm often angry that I don't do something as well as I think I can. I'm angry that I don't do enough. I'm angry that I could have done more or better. I'm sure that you know very well what I mean. And it happens to be actually quite the job to get rid of self-judgment. Like wasting time, it is something that can actually build as well and it can become your habit. So I'm trying to be very careful with self-judgment and I try to catch myself every time I do it so I can change that horrible habit. Judging yourself will only make you feel worse. How do you expect to feel if you put yourself down about different things? It may seem small at the time you're doing it. Let's say you're doing a particular task and you think to yourself, man, I'm such an idiot, why did I do this? But if you think about it into more detail, we have so many hours in a single day and we do so many things. And so if you have the habit of judging yourself and being too critical with yourself, you will realize how much of it we do on day-to-day basis. And yet I haven't found any people who would be very proud of wasting time because that's the topic. And so when that part of the day comes, when you realize, man, I wasted so much time today, or I could have done so much better, stop the judgment. Instead, what you can do is comfort yourself. I'm not talking about praising yourself, I'm talking about comforting yourself. You don't want to be proud that you've wasted a lot of time today or that you've been wasting a lot of time for the last weeks and months. That would be ridiculous. But instead of criticizing and judging, you can choose to comfort yourself. Some time ago, I thought that the idea of comforting yourself when you've actually done something not good, something negative, something that's actually going to be not good for you, I thought that the idea of comforting myself in those kind of moments was absolute nonsense. Why would I say and why would I think something positive when I'm actually doing not well? But I thought something very simple. Since I thought that judgment, self-judgment doesn't serve me, doesn't help me actually improve, doesn't help me waste less time, I thought, why not to try comforting myself? Instead of being frustrated about the time you've wasted today, why don't you actually be proud of the time you spent doing useful things? That's what I mean by comforting yourself. Because every single day of our lives, we do a lot of useful things as well as a lot of unuseful things. And because we want to achieve a lot, because we want to accomplish different things, we usually are very critical. And so we choose to focus on the negative instead of the positive. So today, whatever time you've wasted, don't focus on it because it will only make you feel worse. Focus on all the useful, all the good things you did for yourself and for the people around you. Try it and you will see that you will feel better immediately. Observe how you feel when you're judgmental and observe how you feel when you're comforting yourself. You will see that there is an enormous difference in the way you feel afterwards. And once you start feeling better by offering thoughts of positivity to yourself, thoughts of, I'm proud that I spent this time working today, I'm proud that I spent this time helping a friend, I'm proud that I spent this time doing some sport, you will start feeling proud, you will start feeling better, and your wish to do more is going to increase. And your inclination to go and waste some time is going to decrease. You're not going to be interested in wasting time just because you're feeling better and you're having more energy by comforting yourself. All you have to do is trigger a change in you. You don't have to, and you can't possibly change from being a person who is wasting some time or a lot of time to being a person who is absolutely 100% efficient and productive. Everything takes time to build, and all you have to do is not make the transformation right away because there are no shortcuts, but all you have to do is trigger that little change in you. All you have to do is start doing the right things. Remember that everything is a process. The way you came here to being a person who wastes some time and is unhappy about that is a process. You've built it. When you trigger a change in yourself, you will start doing the right things and you will start building a good, completely new process for yourself. This change I'm talking about can happen by doing very simply 3 things. The first thing is going to be being aware. Like I said, just be aware that you are not a person who is meant to waste time and is not meant to be efficient and productive. You're not a person who is bad or incapable of managing your time. No, you've just built it over time. Be aware of that because with awareness comes the wish for a change. Second thing, don't judge yourself. You are going to be critical enough because you are a person who wants to improve and develop. That's going to be enough critical behavior, enough critical thoughts. Don't increase them, don't allow them to get out of control additionally. Instead of putting yourself down about the things you're doing wrong with time or any other things that you consider you're not doing well, comfort yourself. Do the opposite. Focus on all the good things you've done today and you've done for the last weeks, months, years. Look for the good in yourself. Look for the things you do well. You will start feeling better and your wish to do better is going to increase as well. Now, once you start doing this process by being aware, not judging, and trying to comfort yourself, make sure that you do that consistently. Again, everything is a process and everything needs momentum in order for it to work well. That means being consistent with anything you decide to do for at least a month in order for you to see any kind of change in your behavior. If you do it for a day or two and you're not judgmental and you're nice to yourself for a day or two, that's not going to work. You're going to fall back into your previous habit in no time. But if you build a strong momentum and if you do this for a month, you will start noticing that strong momentum is going to push you to apply better habits automatically. In other words, you have the support and foundation of this good, strong, and powerful momentum. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you have any further questions or comments, leave them down below. If you liked the video, I'd be happy if you give it a thumbs up. And if you want to help me and support my channel here, just click the subscribe button. Thank you so much for being here and watching the video. For me, recording this video for you was a great pleasure, and I'll see you in the next one.